You surprised there weren't more run calls today?
Nah, man. I don't call the plays. I mean, that's up to the guys upstairs. So I just take whatever I get.
First year in the league, mentally, this has to be very challenging. What are you learning about yourself right now?
Man, just perseverance. I mean, just continue to trust in my faith, can trust in God and, His plan for me. And, obviously it's not going the way I wanted to, but, it's already written, and, whatever is in the future will happen, but I just got to continue to just keep going and finish the year strong.
You got involved, obviously, in the passing game, but was there something that maybe you guys saw in practice that you thought, okay, we're going to be heavy in the passing game today instead of more balanced?
Yeah, I mean, they played a lot of zone coverage, so just trying to, attack them in the coverage and, knowing that they weren't the best tackling team, trying to, just catch the ball, get up the field, get extra yards, but, yeah.
3 trips to the red zone, but came away with 1 touchdown. What do you think's breaking inside the 20?
Just execution. Just got to be better.
Is it frustrating not getting the ball more?
Nah, I just get whatever I get, man. I can't control that.
What does it feel like? I mean, you guys had a little bit extra time off. Your last game was Thursday night, and then you play on Monday night. Felt like you should come out pretty fresh, and it just didn't roll that way for you guys tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we were definitely fresh, but we just didn't play well enough. We didn't execute.
Is there anything you put your finger on that reason for that, or is that more of a film study?
I just didn't execute.
Love the halftime video on you and your pops. How much has he inspired you in your life?
A whole lot. I mean, in times like this, you think about, others who've, have had tough times, and I know things weren't always easy for him, while serving in the military. But I've learned a lot of things from him, and it's just amazing to see what he's done, and I'll continue to try to follow in his footsteps, and be the best that I can be in my field.
Not just this game, but just over the whole season. Do you think there's a common denominator behind some of the issues with offense?
Yeah, just execution. That's it.
How do you begin to improve upon the execution? Is it just you ramping up more in practice, or is it going through the film more? How do you get that?
It's not about doing anything more. We have great practices. We work hard. When it comes game time, just do your job. Everybody got to do their job.
Brock, personally, how do you face adversity, and who do you lean on in these moments?
Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, not the result we wanted, and all the guys are fighting really hard, but I feel like tight end room is really close, and all kind of lean on each other.
Just 3 for 12 on 3rd down. What do you think is the issue offensively there?
Oh man, it's tough to say. I mean, we got to get ourselves in third manageables and stay on track on 1st, 2nd down, and put ourselves in good positions.
Brock, have you noticed the defense is guarding you differently since you come back from the injury?
I don't know, maybe a little bit. It's hard to tell though when I'm playing. We'll see on the film.
Is there an effort this week after last week to get the ball to you more?
Yeah, I think a little bit. They had me out playing a little more flexed out, so that was fun to change up. So that was good.
What about where the offense is right now? It just seems fixable, where this can still turn around.
Yeah, we've. Sometimes we get 1st down, we just keep rolling, and we just need to stay on track, like I said, and not get ourselves backed up with penalties or negative plays, or like 1st down, just getting some yards, and 2nd down, getting some more yards, and then have a 3rd manageable at the end. So.
What's the message from the group as a whole moving forward?
Yeah, we just got to stay together and keep fighting. I mean, we have dudes in here that play good football, and I feel like sometimes it's not reflected on the field. So we just need to stick together and just keep going.
When you look back on your career, do you think of a hard time that's similar to this and what got you through it?
Last year was tough too. We're about the same as we were last year, so it's definitely tough going through back-to-back years of kind of, not the same thing, but similar records, and I don't know, just got to keep your head down, keep working, and keep trying to get better.
In what ways does this season feel different than last year?
I think Coach Carroll's done a really good job, and just all the coaching staff's done a good job at keeping everyone together and keeping everyone on the right track. So everyone's still confident in the game plans and moving forward.
Max, earlier this week, Adam Butler mentioned a little bit of frustration, at least on his part, in terms of the defense doing their part and maybe not necessarily the offense. How do you, as a leader, make sure?
No comment. You got to read the whole thing. It's just the media doing what they do. And you have to listen to the whole thing. But yeah, I have no comment on that.
In terms of the play today, we were talking to Ashton, and he was talking about the need for better execution. What would you say, this team needs to do right now to pull things together?
I mean, he's right. We aren't good enough right now. You know what I mean? There's a lot of issues, and you got to find ways to get better, find solutions instead of just doing the same thing and expecting a different result. We gotta find ways to get better, and it takes everybody. It's not pointing a finger at anyone. I point at myself first. You know what I mean? I look at myself to find ways to improve every day, and it's got to be everybody in the building, and we got to find solutions. That's it.
How do you manage to keep your frustrations from spilling over into the wrong penalties and things like that on the field?
What do you mean?
Because you could channel your frustrations into playing, just good, solid defense, but how do you not get unnecessary roughness or something like that when you let your frustrations spill over or anything like that?
I mean, I don't even know how to answer that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that means.
Max, what makes this season just feel salvageable, the issues fixable?
Sorry, what's your question again?
What makes the season feel salvageable despite playoff hopes being bleak right now? Just what makes these issues with the team seem fixable to you?
It's football. You know what I mean? We have 17 opportunities. You train all year round to get 17 opportunities guaranteed. So if anybody doesn't take that for granted, if anybody takes that for granted, that's a shame on them. You know what I mean? You show up every day. You got to go out there and produce and find solutions and look yourself in the mirror and get better. That's all you can do. You know what I mean? No one feels bad for us. It's just you got to win football games, and we're not doing that right now. We're not playing good football. So we've showed glimpses of being close, but this is the NFL. You know what I mean? You either win or you lose, and we're not doing that right now at a high level. So for me, I'm going to continue leading, continue working my ass off at the highest level, and try to get everybody in the same direction.
Is the lack of execution, is that more of a film thing, or is that something that you can kind of point your finger at and say, okay, this is what's going on? Not blaming anyone, but this is where our execution is coming up short.
I just feel like on every phase, we haven't capitalized. I feel like it's been a struggle for us all year, like rolling off momentum. You know what I mean? Offense makes a play, defense doesn't step up, and vice versa. And then there's some on special teams. It's just like we're making it really hard for ourselves when it doesn't have to be that way. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can point out, but at the end of the day, you got to find a way to win. It's never going to be perfect. It's football. Like I said, there's going to be mistakes on both sides, but it's who's going to respond better in adversity.
Max, going off of that, how do you keep your team in that as a leader?
I feel like, overall, like I like the way that, our defense, being out there, just speaking from a personal, vantage point, like the guys weren't quitting at the end, even though, they had an opportunity right there to score. We went back out and got another stop. I mean, we talked about it all week as a D line, just like taking pride in what we do, and we love our group, we love each other, and it's a brotherhood, and I feel like as a defense, we really enjoy being around each other and going to work every day. It's not perfect, but at the end of the day, it's got to be everybody, and it's got to be all of us, and we have a really close team. It's just not, showing in the results right now, and that's the hardest part. But you got to keep fighting. You know what I mean? It's gone through way worse in my life. I know other guys have gone through a lot of adversity in this locker room. You can feel bad for yourself, or you get up, go back to work, and find ways to get better.
Jermaine got into a lot of plays today. Just wondering what your thoughts were on him and his play.
I don't know. I got to watch the film. I'm in my zone. But yeah, overall, he works hard, and it was his first time really getting out there with us, so it's cool.
Brock was just saying that while the record is similar to last season, he feels like this team and the culture feels different right now compared to this time last year. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, every year is going to be different. As far as the culture, unfortunately, we've had a lot of different coaches here. It's not funny, but I mean, you got to find some joy in it. I mean, so yeah, culture's going to change with different coaches and things of that nature. But I mean, ultimately, it's about winning. I'm trying to win. I know everybody in this locker room is trying to win. So whatever that is, we got to find that. And you know, that's really all I can say about that.